Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Koji. So recently I went on to a vacation in Pulau Redang, Malaysia. So I want to bring along a camera to capture a whole journey. I want it to be small, compact and easy to carry around. So I chose the Sony ZV-E10 and I'm not disappointed by this lens. So today I hope to share with you guys about my experience of using the Sony ZV-E10 while traveling. Let me show you some examples. I find myself only using two modes when I'm traveling with the Sony ZV-E10. The first mode is going to be Intelligent Auto. For Intelligent Auto mode, actually I have shifted to the Intelligent Auto Plus mode. In Auto Intelligent Plus mode, the camera will try its best to actually lower the noise inside your image. So for example, when I'm shooting against an overexposed subject, it will try to actually automatically shoot 3 images continuously to produce a HDR image, which is super convenient, so I no need to go into the setting to actually select HDR and then take HDR photo. And also the second mode I always use is going to be aperture priority mode. So if I'm shooting portrait, just lower and minimize the aperture and shoot at f3.5. So for landscape, always I try to shoot at f8.0. If you ask me why f8.0, it is because for the Sony ZV-10 kit lens, it is actually the sharpest at f8 in the center. I will try to actually shoot at f8.0 for all my landscape shots. You guys can even try this for yourself to see whether there is any real difference when you're shooting f10 and f8. And also guys, when you're using the Sony 16 to 15mm kit lens, you have to be aware that actually this lens is really budget and it doesn't come with a lens hood. When it doesn't come with a lens hood, the lens flare is going to hit heavily on this lens. So my advice is never shoot directly against the sunlight. So if the sunlight is so harsh, like this photo right here I'm showing you, as you can see the sunlight is so harsh, the footage quality is immediately degraded. It is very soft and also the image you can see, it loses a lot of details. So what we can do is actually just move a bit, have your subject move a little bit and capture a much better image without shooting directly against the sun. All my footage today is actually shot at 4K 25 frames per second. I'm going to set it at standard color profile. When I'm walking, I turn off any stabilizations because I want to use catalyst browse to post-stabilize all my footage. I'm not using intelligent auto in video mode because I'm so scared that my colors will be constantly changing, although white balance. However, when I'm traveling, my ISO is always going to be auto. Otherwise, you need to keep on manually changing the setting, which is a little bit not practical, especially when you're outside. The way the environment is keep on changing. When you see my footage, you can actually see that I did not actually show you all the perfect footage. I did show you some imperfect footage. For example, in the airport, it is actually 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning and it is very dark inside the airport. As you can see, my ISO is actually up to 6400. It's actually quite grainy. With the kit lens, you can't really do anything there. For my video sample, actually I have tried really hard to produce a very high quality image, but I still fail to do so, mainly because of three things. Because the stabilization is so bad, I have to use the catalyst browse and it will actually soften my image and make it not so sharp anymore. The low light capability is not that good. And also the third thing that makes this camera not good is because of the lens hood. There's no lens hood, and so my image quality will be deteriorated by the harsh sunlight, which make it so soft. These are something that's holding me back to actually achieve a good image. Nevertheless, guys, when you want a small and compact camera like a Sony ZV-E10, you are going to make sacrifice for it. Actually, I did not regret bringing only one lens and the Sony ZV-E10 to this trip to Pulau Redang because actually I captured what I needed to capture. I want to be able to capture all kinds of image from 60 to 50mm. Well, for me, most importantly is I'm able to capture the moment, to capture the pictures. To sum it up, actually, the Sony ZV-E10 is indeed a good camera for travel. Well, it is not the best option, but if you are limited by budget and you want to be able to work hard to try and achieve the best quality image possible, you can still actually choose the Sony ZV-E10. Alright guys, that's it for traveling with Sony ZV-E10, and I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.